Hello everybody, today we are going to be reacting to a monumentally stupid SJW video from everyone's least favorite channel, MTV News. And basically in this video they have two guys that are rapping and they talk about a bunch of SJW stuff, and today we are going to be debunking what they said. And this was made about 2 weeks ago, and we will include the link for the original video in the description. Anyways, let's start into the stupidness.
Battle to see who's more woke. Now in this corner we've got Fitty Sensitive, and over here we got my homie LGBTQ Tim. All right, DJ, hit that track that's not available on Spotify because they don't pay the artists enough royalties.
Yeah. Nobody starts right away. Give me a sec. Nice man spread. Damn, kid. It's like you don't even care.
Wow, social justice warriors ignoring science. How surprising. As you can see in this diagram, men have thinner, more narrow pelvises while women have wider ones. This causes men to naturally sit with their legs wider open so they can sit more comfortably and more balanced. It's basic biology. Also,
Lady with the baby maybe wants to sit over there.
did you see that? They act as if there isn't 3/4 left on the bench for her to sit on. And if you ever ran into the situation where you needed to sit somewhere and a man was taking up space by spreading his legs open, you could just ask him to move his legs a little bit. I know, it's so hard.
Just got schooled. And speaking of education, in this nation, 40% of poor kids won't make it to graduation.
Okay, I'm not sure if those statistics are entirely true, but even if they are, you progressive liberals are not willing to change anything about the school system, or anything in general, unless it's just common sense. And with things like affirmative action, you don't encourage these kids and minorities to try hard to get into good colleges, to get into good schools, and to try hard to graduate high school and to graduate college.
But I came here to change things, like globalization, gentrification, food and body.
Food and body shaming. Seriously, I shouldn't need to say this, but being too skinny or too obese is not good for you, just like smoking is not good for you. Also, in eating, obviously, eating too much of a bad food is not good for you. I legitimately feel like I'm talking to third graders.
Telling you my researched explanations.
Researched explanations. You might want to try a bit harder with that, honey. And yes, that was on purpose.
Don't mean to condescend, you're all my sisters and my brothers. We're all related particles. I see no race or color.
Yet MTV News said in a previous video,
Everyone the same. Colorblindness is not gonna fix racism.
anyways, next idiot please.
Sounds like you study woke for dummies on Tumblr, but with real sensitivity your delivery would be humbler. If you're in your excuse but to say we're all the same just evades race issues.
Because we all know treating and seeing everyone as the same and equal is bad. SJW is being racist once again.
Check your privilege.
No.
Stop by the cops and you take that for granted. And in every summer movie a white man saves the plan.
You're welcome.
So because he's white, 10-10 logic. And for the second one, that is not true, but that's not even a problem when people across the world are starving, enslaved, and actually oppressed, like women in Islamic countries. But you guys daren't talk about that because you want to be politically correct. Hypocrites. Hold on. That says cows are people too. No, they're not. Go vegan? Like, why do you have to explain this stuff to people? I'm probably 20 years younger than these people and I'm explaining these. Also, and for the go vegan thing, and for the meat is murder thing, ever since humans were able to hunt, we did, and your quote-unquote morality does not go above our survival.
Just for white folks or even our creation, just another example of cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation. What is wrong with being involved in other cultures? White people doing something they didn't invent isn't wrong, you racist social justice warriors. And if we're going to apply your logic, never drive a car. Anyone who isn't white can never drive a car. Because the person who invented it was white. So that's by your logic, but whatever.
Why do you assume you know the troubles I've been through? If you think my life's a walk in the park, then I got news for you.
It sounds frightening to be a white man. I sympathize, boo-hoo.
Wow, he just blatantly racist there. Just because he's white, what he's been through is somehow less severe to you? You mock him for it, but I'm guessing if anyone of any other race said it, you SJWs would leap on it faster than a feminist can say patriarchy.
Words are a procession of endless microaggressions.
God, you're an idiot. Microaggressions? Seriously? Microaggressions, quote unquote, were just made by you retarded SJWs so you could have something to complain about and have something to be offended by, because victimization equals power.
In the world that picks on girls and celebrates oppression.
As if girls are somehow more pressured than boys, in the Western world at least. Also, since when does anybody that isn't, in the Islamic culture, celebrating oppression? Like, seriously, they're just pulling this stuff. They don't know what they're saying. They just do it because they want something to cling on to. Like, seriously, just made up out of thin air. What are they even talking about anymore?
About me, so I'll assume you're heteronormative. Let me fill you in on a few things that you might find informative.
I'm tired of words like heteronormative and cisnormative just being thrown around by SJWs, as if anyone gets to pick what is normal. Normal is not something you can pick. If something is the majority, it is normal. More than 90% of the population is heterosexual. So sorry, but being heterosexual is normal.
Identify as female, but still dressed like a man.
Well, maybe he was confused by you dressing like a man? Maybe? Like, seriously, where is your guys' logic? And it would be the most pathetic thing to see someone walking around asking what their pronouns are. Asking people what their pronouns are. It'd be so embarrassing and pathetic because 99.97% of the population is cisgendered. And no, I did not just make up that number, here's the statistic. And most people have not met someone in real life that is transgender, especially whenever they don't get anything done to look like the opposite gender. They just say they are the opposite gender. It's not how that works. And I can go in a tangent about this on another video, but yeah, so nothing you said there makes sense. I'm just trying to imagine how it's like in MTV News, like studios and like BuzzFeed studios. Like when people come in, do they actually ask them like, what are your pronouns or something like that? Like, that'd be hilarious. I'm imagining they don't because, social justice warriors say stuff, but they never practice it. But, I will never know. But seriously, that'd be hilarious.
Damn, I misgendered you? That was totally demeaning. I thought I was woke, but I must have just been dreaming.
You see that smug face right there? That was funny. Anyways, I think a lot of people like this, like teenagers and stuff, hearing about being transgender or whatever, actually just do it they act like it so they can put themselves into a minority and say they are oppressed or victimize themselves so they have power in certain things. Like I said before, victimization equals power. And I'm not saying all transgenders are like that or anything, but people like that I legitimately feel are.
Have to talk, but you should always stop to listen, and maybe don't throw a hissy the minute opinions are different.
You know that thing, don't throw a hissy when opinions are different? Social justice warriors and feminists, please take your own advice.
I won't declare a winner because you each had hits and misses. You both learned, so you both earned participation ribbon.
Well, now they're acting like literal 6-year-olds. I mean, they have been the entire video, but you know what I mean.
It's called a battle, but it's not a competition.
Also, the thing about opinions is that a lot of the stuff that you guys are saying are not your opinions. You guys actually think these are fact. And what I am saying and what a lot of other people are saying are fact. Anyways, yeah, it's a battle. Therefore, by definition, it's a competition, you idiot.
There's no gold medal in the Oppression Olympics.
Quote, there's no gold medal in the Oppression Olympics, unquote. Well, I feel like for you social justice warriors, there is a gold medal in the Oppression Olympics, but you guys just can't decide who to give it to. Muslims? Gays? Women? Blacks? Oh, who gives a crap? Anyways, you made through the cancer. Now, I will be posting again soon, and I will see you later.